Okay.
No way.
You got us both plugged in?
Yeah, this one's plugged in.
Oh, can I have that since I gave you
Your,
Yep, that's her.
We're not going to you don't want to podcast on the way back?
What we do?
Tanner, you still got your mic?
Yeah.
It's on my shirt.
Cool.
Oh.
Still blue.
This episode of the Ballad of Tomcat Brewer. That's what you need to name your show, Samuel. The Ballad of Tomcat Brewer.
The Ballad of Tomcat. That'd be ideal, wouldn't it?
You might not like the nickname now, but if it sticks and you get famous, Tomcat's a pretty good nickname to have. They'll think you're a fighter pilot or something.
There you go. Old Tomcat.
Oh, Tomcat and Peter Leach.
Oh, Tomcat and Peter
To
Leach.
do that, you'll need
Who's
an internet
Peter Leach?
connection.
I've already figured out what Parker and Samuel and Connor together are. It's Nutball and the Shifty twins.
Oh my God.
What?
Hey. How about drive all the way up here and then?
Glad it's pretty right.
Dad, can we go to Waffle House?
No.
We're not even gonna pass a Waffle House. We're going through the middle of nowhere.
If you're
I don't think
really
there's a
good,
Waffle House
swing
near
through
Kelly.
Tellico and hit the gas station. It's probably closed.
Yeah. Probably. Oh man.
Well, boys, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, I had a good time for a little while. Which,
Maybe something bad was going to happen.
yeah, I mean the wind was ripping anyways, blowing more than.
I could tell when we were on pad there for a minute. I could tell it was moving us around.
Hey,
Oh yeah, me too.
Sure, yours.
But
Daddy,
where we were headed,
Yeah, it is.
I think we could have got out of it.
that big of a fruit
Yeah, once we
catcher?
got up in there, it would have. But running up that main channel with how wide it is,
I was just gonna hug the bank.
it
on
would have
the-
been a bumpy ride. You're gonna hug the right hand side.
Yeah, and then shoot back across.
I mean, on the plus side with that thing blowing up, at least it just threw something and died versus catching on fire out underneath us.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause
Daddy,
That would have sucked.
yeah, because we'd
What,
be
buddy?
it'd
can I watch Bowfishing on your computer?
No, sir.
it'd be a bad look to have to start chucking kids off a boat for safety reasons.
Well, you know, based on my history with fire, I'm a big advocate of fire extinguishers in today's world.
Now, some of these are your favorite.
Nah, no, I'm good, thank you. Fixing to put a dip in. Put one between cheek and gum. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, if you want to go fill some barrels,
You go
some Dink
right.
Buffalo, we know where they're at.
Yeah.
Dink
Between-
Buffalo and some decent commons.
Between like, I'm gonna say like 3 and 15 pounds.
Yeah. You can fill a boat up for sure.
When you go to Notley and then you go to Chickamauga, 15 pounds does not sound bad.
Yeah, true.
Well, it doesn't sound bad on Notley.
If there was a 15 pounder on Notley, it'd be the end of the world.
No, we've shot some 15 pounders.
Connor shot some 20 and 25 pounders. That was here.
He says that was here. Yeah, so whenever we go to the tournament, we're bringing backup generators.
Yes, sir, we are.
I wonder what was up with that little slow start there at the end.
Well, that boat hadn't done that.
Check your batteries, make sure they're charged.
Yeah, it could be the batteries.
I mean, I don't know how work it would be.
No,
How much work it'd be to
that's not the batteries. Because look, that alternator is charging that battery
the whole
the
time.
entire
Yeah.
time you're fishing.
Yeah, it's not the battery. Shouldn't be the batteries, anyways.
What I was gonna say is,
Hey, Greg.
You've only had it out, honestly, once that day that you drove it during the day that I hadn't been on it, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Usually as soon as you hit the key, it fires up.
Oh yeah, every time I've started it, you hit the key and it fires up. No problem.
Now that one turned over several rotations.
Yeah, more than usual.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not sure what that was about.
AJ,
It may have just been a fluke.
Yeah.
how much fish did we shoot?
I don't know, buddy.
And he did say those ignition switches were bad to go out.
Yeah.
And so hypothetically speaking, if it had a little bit of a short in it or some corrosion or whatever and didn't send stout enough signal, that could do it as well.
Yeah.
So what's going to be our game plan for finding fish in this tournament?
I think we still need the 1 or 2 more scouting trips.
Yeah. Or more.
Because this one, we shot for 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. We really didn't scout a whole lot.
And just some advice. Oh, there's a deer.
We only covered 8 miles.
Next time,
Yeah.
we should bring a backup Jenny.
We realistically, we should have done at least 30.
I'm not going to do 30 in 2 hours.
No, I'm just saying if things hadn't gone south
Yeah.
with the generator. Although I will say it was a nice thing to have that predator bank on there, and that was enough to get us
Yep.
light on the way back. It just won't stay, because of the load that it pulls, it just won't stay on for a long period of time.
Nice one.
That's why I kept turning it off. Like, it'll surge up to 4,000 watts, but it'll only do like 2,000 watts continuous.
Yeah. You got to turn at this gas station.
On this episode of Bring an Extra Jenny.
Hang a Larry.
Hang on there.
And I don't know how much work it would be regarding the wiring, but to wire in another switch to kill some of your backlights, like the back two on it, the one that's on each side in the back, to lessen the load if you took the smaller generator too. I don't know how big a difference those 2 back panels would make.
So, well, we're fixing to change the whole thing. So, I've got 14 lights ordered. 2 of those lights are 12 volt, and 12 of them are 120 volt. So, the 2 in the center on the front are already on 12 volt, like there's already 12 volt power there.
Yep.
So we'll keep the switch system the way that it is now, and then
Where are you going to put the dials?
we're not gonna have dials on this one.
Okay.
We're gonna run 5 Bluetooth
Okay.
switches. So when he said they did the Bluetooth switches specifically for the guys with airboats. So what we'll do is we'll have the 2 in the back, the left, front, and the right all independently switched. And so what'll happen is the power will come on to all of them, and the default whenever they get power with a Bluetooth switch is on. And then you can adjust the color from the app, and you can do all of them at the same time. Or you can do just a couple.
Okay.
So that's my plan. But those 2 that are in the front specifically will be LED. That way we can turn them on as headlights.
If we can somehow do 2 more scouting trips here, right? One would be the north, Big Island and north, just like when we were camping, right?
Yep.
But there'll be a lot more to fish up north because the water's up in the shallows up there now.
Yep.
And then one more would be to the right more up the river that way, like we're about to do.
Yeah, I think it'd definitely be worse.
I think if we don't see nothing in those two, what do we do?
Go.
Let's go to the G.
Dude, the G.
We just have no scouting on that.
No, the problem is in the places that we know are so far south, we'd end up driving for 3 hours from the tournament site, or from the tournament location.
Now, Nickajack is some of it, but I only know one spot on Nickajack. I've only been there once.
I mean, you got Watts Bar too.
I've never been there.
Me neither. But
Just the thing about Chick is I've seen and shot really big buffalo there.
yeah, and in the summertime too, right?
This time of the year through summertime.
But weren't they in the hydrilla?
No, because there's never really hydrilla where we started.
So they were in the.
I didn't find hydrilla until I went north.
So
Where did you? Where do you typically see the big buffs? Where we were at, or further north?
Where we were at, I've shot some. I seen one. No, I had one break me off, and I chased a lot of knot for 2 hours until the sucker went deep, and I could never find him again.
I'm not totally persuaded that big buffs are going to be our answer. So hear me out. Now, I don't know if it's the same as it was or not, but whenever we shot before, and
You're thinking big catfish?
no, I don't think catfish count for the tournament.
Okay.
But there were also magnum commons.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have had 20, 25 pound commons then.
Well, and going north, like when me and AJ went north the other night, it got cooler up there and buffs thinned out, and then it'd just be pockets of like 2 or 3 pretty decent sized commons. I mean, you counter doubled up with some decent ones.
So they weren't just stacked in there.
No, it'd be
Well,
1 or 2 here, 1 or 2 in the next cove.
That leads me to believe that they're stacked up somewhere, because whenever we were here, what was it, a month ago?
Yeah.
They were staging. Big time. Like, because we would run into groups of 5 or 6 big commons at a time. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're still. I don't know if the big ones are. The other thing is the spawn's going to be about over by the time the tournament gets here. So we just need to figure out where they're at, and we probably need to at least run it the week of just to verify what we think.
Well, and now a caveat to when we went the other day was the visibility was not optimal at all. So
No, and it wasn't optimal tonight either, which the swamp eyes will help with that. Should.
That'd be one thing about going north, is if the hydrilla is coming up, that will help.
With buffs?
No,
Water
with
clarity.
clarity.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you can't shoot what you can't see.
Dad,
But
did
there
you-
was like, what little bit I saw right there, the water clarity was not there, and I really don't think it's going to get any better. But we don't need super clear water, we just need clear enough to be able to see them.
well, and the problem was there were so many smaller fish stacked in there that by the time they mudded it out, like you had a solid 30 seconds to shoot if you got up on them, and then it was so muddy you're just chasing waves.
Yeah, but we weren't in the airboat either. 'Cause I do feel like in the airboat it helps, because if you got a big one, you can run it down as soon as you get into the hole.
The problem is, even tonight, running them down with these lights, Once you get to where you should be able to see them and shoot them, you couldn't see them.
Well, you couldn't, like when we were chasing the wake, you could never see the fish, period. I never saw the fish and then the fish disappear.
I've seen it a few times.
I just saw the wakes disappear. Yeah, like maybe like a piece of it, but not.
Yeah.
The only times I saw them when they were up to the side at the edge of the lot, and it was the same as when me and AJ went the other day. Is right at the edge where you didn't really want to take the shot on them yet.
Well, it was a lot clearer up there too, and it pushed them in the shallow.
Do what?
It pushed them in the shallow, like what Patrick's talking about.
Oh yeah.
Whenever they got put, like when we pushed them up on the bank, they're a lot easier to see. But it was clearer on that side and shallower. When the airboat's touching bottom and you can't see it, it's muddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a problem. So, I don't know. Sort of a tough one. Where's our next turnout?
I'm not as good on the way back.
And at this point in the podcast, I like to mention our sponsors: Liquid IV for keeping us hydrated, Chevrolet for a smooth ride,
That's where we got.
and Mountain Ops
Yeah,
for
that's
keeping
right.
us going.
Yeah. Let's go.
And 5.8
That was
miles,
funny.
take a slight
Yeah,
right
I thought it
turn
was good
onto
too.
US 64 East toward Ocoee.
You like that little plug? Mountain Ops. I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep.
No, I already thought about that. I'm gonna start bush hogging when I get home. Just as soon as
I
I pull
honestly
back
thought
in the
that I was
drive.
probably going to have to go home, shower,
And go to work. That's kind of what I was hoping for, honestly. But at this point, we'll be home before we'd be done fishing on Notley, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I pounded that Mountain Ops like right before all that went
I
down.
done cracked open another ghost, but I'm
Me
crying.
too.
So I'm gonna be sitting there chewing on my sheets tonight.
Yeah. I pounded that Mountain Ops right before we got on pad.
Now the spot we're about to run to, I don't think I've ever been to that one.
I mean, it looked, from a map standpoint, it looked decent.
Now, right before that,
So,
on the left-hand side, there's a cove.
yeah.
This airboat wouldn't fit under that bridge. There's like a bridge right there, and you go underneath it. Houses. I did see two massive grass carp in there one time.
Do you know if Travis Bennett's going to shoot the DC Classic?
He's not much of a travel tournament guy.
No.
He'll shoot linear tournaments and stuff, but I don't think he really travels to big tournaments.
Man, I really, really like.
Have y'all ever shot out
Airboat.
airboat?
No.
Do what?
Just too deep.
Altoona.
My dad went there one night.
Is it
He
any
got
good?
stuck on a sandbar.
That sucks.
I think he was on a plane and just ran up on it.
Ooh.
He was stuck.
Ooh.
He shot some pretty good gar in there.
It's just really hard to beat the airboat and like especially for scouting.
Stay in the middle.
So
two
what
lanes.
watersheds are gonna be covered in the tournament?
Basically all the Tennessee River,
You tired,
Okay.
Con?
all the way in Alabama.
Where's your mic?
Still right here.
Get it out of your shirt.
Well, Samuel shot his first gar.
He did.
That's pretty cool.
I was the only gar in the boat.
Yeah.
Everything else was buffalo. And then Connor got two catfish.
And some commons.
Yep.
I shot a couple commons and somebody shot a sucker.
Oh, that's the one me and Patrick
Me
doubled
and
up
AJ
on.
tag team did the preemptive backup on a sucker.
Yeah.
After that catfish.
I mean, 2 arrows is better than one, I guess.
Yeah, those big fish dabbers, they're the ticket.
You know, just trying to get in a good habit.
It sucks to get them off though.
Yeah.
Yeah, catfish is not something I want to shoot down. Not like shooting them things anymore.
I like the catfish myself.
Well, just the big ones. I'll shoot
Yeah,
the big
I'd
ones.
rather shoot big catfish than just small ones. I won't even shoot a small one. I'd rather shoot a big one.
Those two little small ones I shot, they're not worth pulling off.
I like eating them.
We shot a pretty big one the other night on Notley when I went wade fishing. Like, for Notley.
Today's episode.
Yeah. They're plaguing the airboat. Poor homeowners.
Hey, you know, up in Young Cane, that huge house that's out there in the bend?
Yeah, the
You come
one
into Young Cane on the right?
with all the walls.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I seen it on Zillow today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. I did
How
their,
much was it listed for?
$5 million.
$5 million.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. I don't even think it's finished.
No, something sketchy with the dude building it, because my buddy was going to do like all the landscape stuff before he sold his landscape company, and he said like dude was weird about it, not wanting to give a deposit or anything on a wall project that big, and so he's like, I don't think we want to do it.
Yeah.
Because he's like, it's one of those deals where it's
Dude,
like
that's probably $1 million worth of walls.
oh yeah, like he told me what it was. It was like the whole what he told me the quote was for the whole landscape. He's like, dude, I hate to turn it down, because he's like, that's one of those things that one job will keep a man busy for a long time. But
Yeah,
he's
probably
like,
6 or 8 months.
they've been working on that landscape. They worked on it for 2 years, on and off.
It's crazy.
But he's like, at the same time, when the dude doesn't want to put down a $250 material deposit, he's like, better to walk away from it.
Yep, I agree. Well, this trip was going to cost a war pension. Generator,
What size generator are you getting?
probably 1,000.
How much?
1,000.
No. What size?
1,000 watt.
No.
Why?
1,000 watt ain't gonna run nothing.
I'm sorry, 10,000. Excuse me.
Why 10,000? That seems excessive. Alright, 3,000.
He said, well, shit, AJ, you decide to bring your boat, just leave the generator at the house, we'll just send a drop cord over.
First he said 1,000, then he said 10,000.
One extreme to the other.
Golly.
Well, the price difference is negligible.
Yeah, but once you get to those big generators, that's just the big loud ones.
Buddy,
What?
we're on an airboat.
Dude, I can't even hear the
Yeah.
sound bar unless we're at
At
idle.
1 mile, take a slight right turn onto
Yeah, if we're on
US
pad, I can't even hear. I can't even hear anything.
No, not even pad, just one fishing.
If he's barely on it, I can't even hear it.
Which I didn't have the volume turned all the way up. I should, or well,
No, those wet sound bars, they're loud.
yeah, I should have turned it up a little bit more where we could hear it, but we got on the front and we were shooting fish, and
I
had my phone in the back.
fish adapter points, ripped my thumb open.
When did that happen?
I was trying to get a fish off, and he had to gun it to move. It's gonna be this next exit.
Yeah.
Use the
And
right
when he
lane
did
to take
that,
a slight right turn onto US 64 East.
I don't know, it somehow
Port Ocoee.
ripped peeled my meat back.
That's handy.
So I figured out
Take a
for
slight
like
right.
Notley and Chattooga,
That's slight right. This is a big long right.
I figured out
Yeah.
the heads for beaver medicine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the guys shooting alligator and gar are getting the tips, and they're getting old muzzies, like an old fixed blade muzzy that's kind of doled up, and they're welding them onto the tip. But it's like the arrows the green arrows of yours that you unlock them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So they're just TIG welding a
Yeah.
broadhead to it or something.
Yes.
Stay in the left
So they got the
lanes.
barbs and that.
Yeah.
Then it's just straight shot home.
Yeah, and like the penetration is
Yeah.
absolutely killer on
For
them.
about 52 miles.
About
continue straight.
52 miles.
That's it.
It really didn't seem like a bad run up here, though.
No,
Shit,
no,
boys, it's all about the journey, not the destination.
That's right. It's about the company.
Sure.
The journey ain't no fun if you're doing it by yourself.
Is Tom Cat
What,
asleep?
we shot 2 hours. I had fun.
Oh yeah, I mean I'd do it again.
I don't know why
But
he's cranky,
same
sleeping.
token, I'd much rather that happen now. If that happened on tournament night, I'd be really upset.
Oh, that generator being the bottom of the lake.
Yeah, I'd just send it right. Matter of fact, I got half of mine to do that anyways.
No, you don't. It can go to my generator junkyard.
All right. Well, you just whenever we get back to the house, you just throw that thing right in the back of your truck.
I gotta let it leak out all that oil in the airboat first.
No, you don't.
Hey, we should stop at the car wash on the way back.
You know
Go
a
ahead and blow
story?
that oil out.
You know a story that needs to be told since you got these microphones on?
What's that?
What about that very first tournament we ever went to?
Where we almost got disqualified right out of the gate. That one, because we tried to put in at the hotel and we thought we were going to be able to run all over Gunnersville
No.
like Nolly.
First Lake Lanier tournament.
Oh man, where I swamped the boat pulling the crackhead on the four-wheeler
Yep.
out of the deep hole.
Yep.
I don't know how that dude didn't break his neck driving off the bank.
Dude. That was the craziest thing.
Oh, let's hear this.
Well, this is a story right here.
So we were like way up above Lula Bridge
In a tournament.
in a tournament,
Oh,
and we had just got on some fish.
Oh, yeah.
Like we were
This is it. We're on them now.
like, this is it. We're doing good. Like we had made it far enough. We were hitting the pockets. And we were on the fan boat.
you thought you had a good chance?
So yeah, we were doing good, and it was still pretty early. Like I don't know, maybe midnight-ish,
Yeah.
if that.
Alright.
Like I don't even think it was midnight because we had just found the fish, and it was like we still had time. We were doing good. We passed some guy. We passed a boat ramp. Took notice of that. Didn't know there was one up that far up the river. That would have been a handy place to put in. Passed some guys camping, and right after we passed some guys camping,
There's a steep bank on the right-hand side.
yeah, like it's got to be like 14 foot from the top of the bank down to the water,
Yeah.
and it goes straight down into a deep hole.
Yep.
Okay.
And this dude, I don't know, I think he came down it.
He had to be on drugs.
He had to be on drugs. He was acting like he was on drugs if he wasn't.
He had this four-wheeler, like a winch attached to it, on the side of this bank, with like car radios on it. You know that?
Yeah.
Trying to get it up this bank.
He was out doing a little bit of scavenging, a little foraging.
I think he drove off the bank on accident.
And then he was trying to winch it back up.
Yeah, or something. And he like swamped the four-wheeler, and so I was like, listen dude, I was like, let's hook it. We hooked it to the back of the boat.
Yeah.
Now mind you, there's a big generator back there, the fan, cage, motor, all that, and a 140 horse Johnson.
Yeah.
And this is all on the back of an 1860 Sea Arc. So I go to pull him out of it.
Well, now you got a four-wheeler attached to it.
Right. And the fan would not pull him, but it was deep. So I was like, well, I'll just use the outboard, but I had it trimmed up so it pushed down too. And if we had went forward, I don't think it would have been terribly bad, but we swamped the back end of the boat. Blew a fuse. It ended up being no big deal, but we didn't know.
We had to drag this crackhead in his four-wheeler up the river.
Yes. So we get him out. Like as soon as we get him up the river far enough to where it he can drive the four-wheeler, dude's gone.
Oh yeah, dude. He dipped.
And we're now stranded in the water.
Yeah, we had to somehow figure out how to get the boat to
Well-
work again. I don't remember what it was. But was it a fuse?
It was a fuse, but we never got the outboard running. I don't know what, something happened to the fan motor too.
Yeah, it's just like after the crackhead just disappeared,
Yeah.
the boat didn't want to work anymore.
No, so we're on our way back down with the fan motor, and I don't know what happened, but something happened, and we had no power for anything.
Yep.
So I took my pants off, stripped down to my underwear, and I got in the river and just started pushing. So I'm pushing everybody on this 1860 down, and I think you were kind of like trying to steer us and help with a push pole.
Yep.
Joe was with us, and I think we had Hunter.
Yep.
And Hunter's a kid. Like, he's
When
like...
Hunter started fishing with us, he was only like 13.
Yeah, he was 12. He was like 12 at the all-out carp out, because we were giving him crap about losing his ticket, and then he ended up winning something for being the youngest one there.
That's almost Connor's age.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
We are old.
Now we're old. You gotta figure, we've been doing this religiously for about 15 years.
So we went from having a good chance in this tournament
To dead in the water.
Yeah, we're screwed.
So, thank God, these guys were sitting there next to a campfire. So here we go. They got a campfire and they're fishing on the side of the river. And here we come, me in my damn underwear, pushing this boat down the river.
Yep.
And they're like, "Do you guys need some help?" And we're like, "Yes, please." So we sent Joe. Those guys took Joe, drove him to the truck, to the boat ramp.
Yep.
And then he came back up. Like, we pushed the boat probably a half a mile.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing, but it was probably a half a mile back downriver to that boat ramp that, thank God, we remembered it was there. And those guys saw us. Like, no doubt, God just saw fit to cut us a break on that.
Let's just throw a boat ramp right here.
Yeah. And those guys were like, if you're willing to help the crackhead out in the river, we have no problem helping you. That's what they said.
Yeah.
And so they drove him down, and he met us at the boat ramp. Took us forever to get it on the trailer because we had no power.
No.
So we're like backing in, and no winch. We're hand cranking
Didn't
it
we
back
see
in.
Didn't while we were at the boat ramp see the crackhead go by or something like that?
The last thing I remember is he was just like gone, and then we saw him driving away through the woods.
Yeah. Okay.
And honestly, I felt better with him gone.
Yeah, that was a sketchy situation.
Yeah, it was. I mean, how do you not help the dude that's in the middle of the river? You know what I'm like? I don't know. Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, dude, he probably just stole all those radios from somebody.
Like I said,
There's no
foraging party.
Yeah, there's no telling. That was a good one.
Now, if you check the newspaper for next week, it would have said, "Car radio thief still at large."
The old radio bandit.
Oh, radio bandit.
Made a narrow escape on his all-terrain vehicle. Apparently, it's
Hey, he was on a nice
amphibious as
four-wheeler.
well.
He might have stole that thing too.
Yeah.
It was like, I think
Cops
he
were on his trail, they
probably
were
could have got
stopped.
it up the bank. Like, it was a pretty solid rig.
My bank was straight up and down.
I know, but with the winch and them super swampers, it was like
yeah.
a big four-wheel drive. Like, it was a big four-wheeler. It wasn't a Honda Rancher. It was like one of them big Polaris. I don't know if it was a Polaris, but it was a big one.
like one of those 700s or something.
It had like big old super swamper tires. It's a pretty nice rig. And obviously it could handle some abuse because he swamped that thing. Like, it was
Sure.
It was
Hey, it might
over
have
the
just
exhaust.
been a
Like,
normal Florida man that just came up here for the weekend.
yeah, you never know.
Brought a swamp rig up here. I was like, I'm going to tear up the mud holes in North Georgia.
Dude,
Oh shit, I found a trout screen.
you need to tell the story about me dumping you in the lake with Ryan and just sitting there on the phone.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, let's hear
This was Peyton's camo 1760 boat that he had.
Yeah, it was a Stinger 175, the low boat with all.
Oh, that boat I rode on that time?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay. Let's hear this.
So
It had a bunch of lights
it
on
had
it.
a 36-volt trolling motor on it.
Okay.
112. This is crucial to the story.
Yeah,
I
that
was
thing.
used to my airboat.
And the key difference is the airboat turns on the back.
Yes.
Trolling
airboat,
rigs
when you
turn on the front.
Trolling motor pulls the front of the boat. Airboat pushes the back of the boat around. So we're fishing. It's kind of cold, probably April. Water's down. We're going up the Young Cane. We're fishing. Now, Peyton has gotten a little bit of trouble with his woman.
A lot.
Yeah, well, I'm on the right-hand side. Peyton's in the front. Ryan's on the left.
Ron, who? My bro?
No.
No, my buddy Ryan cursed at her.
So he has his trolling motor about full speed.
Okay.
At the last second, he turns this, because we're about to hit something, he turns this trolling motor straight, full power to the left.
Well, we were going full power. I just turned it.
Yeah. Okay, the boat disappeared from out from under me so fast that at that point, like, you know you're going over, so I just jumped.
commit,
I had
yeah.
to jump. And it was about waist deep, probably. And I'm cold, and I'm trying to get back up in this boat, but my feet, okay, so at that point, I'm 350 pounds. Because I hadn't lost any weight at that point.
No, you were full size.
Yeah, full size. So I'm sinking up in the mud. I can't get back in this boat. At some point during this, Shelby calls Peyton.
I think I was on the phone.
You might have been on the phone when it happened.
I think I was on the phone when it happened.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get up in the boat, and I look, and Peyton isn't trying to help me. He's at the back of the boat, sitting on top of the outboard motor, just sitting there on the phone, while Ryan is helping me get back in this boat. We get back in the boat, he finally gets off the phone. At this point, we're 100, 200 yards from where we can start fishing pretty good. And he's like, boys, we're going to head back to the house. I'm like, no way. Like, we're that close. Let's just fish. He's like, I can't, dude. I got to go back home. And I'm like, son of a gun. So, yeah, that was the time I went swimming.
Didn't even let you shoot any fish after.
I don't even think we had one fish.
What didn't even take you out to dinner first?
We had, I'll tell you another one we had. Or, well, this one was the one that happened. Patrick, you missed it.
Shelby, yeah, and Shelby didn't even know about this. Happened years ago. She didn't even know till this year.
Yeah, we just got to talking about it.
Yeah.
Tell you another one. So, we're on the airboat.
Hold on, which airboat? This one?
This one.
Do you remember when you had your fan boat rolling up on us camping on the island next to Martha Elliott's with Austin Dyer one night?
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, we came out there in kayaks and y'all blew by. I was like, see y'all.
We found a jet ski one time.
Yeah, like a nice one. It was.
We could have taken that.
It was post storm.
Of running down the lower Dakota after floods. Dude, I've got 2 or 3 free kayaks out of it. Here's the deal. You leave them sitting for 2 weeks. If nobody snagged them in 2 weeks, if they're like locked up in like the sticks and brush and stuff on public, go and get them. I feel like that's fair.
2 weeks worth? Yeah.
Yeah, 1 to 2 weeks. We saw one of them like 4 different float trips, and I was like, it's coming with us.
Yeah. At that point, I agree. So, anyways, we're on this airboat, and we got to turn around. So I'm like, all right, listen, y'all hang on. We're going to turn around. We got to go across. We got to run dry for a second because we were just shot up. We were too shallow and.
Wait, was I on this one?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, dude.
So.
Oh, I actually found out on the way home that Connor caused this domino effect that happened to you.
Nice.
And I didn't know until I was driving home.
Okay, well, let me tell it from my side, and then you
Yes.
tell me what really happened.
Yes.
So,
Also, want some details.
Harley, my brother-in-law Harley, doesn't have the best, like, he's eat up with arthritis really bad. And so his legs hurt and all sorts of stuff. So he just kind of gets tripped up somehow or another, which I feel like we're fixing to find out what that was. He falls into me. Now, he's standing to the right of the stick. I'm on the stick, and he falls into me. And I, like, could not hold him up and drive. So I let out of it, and I just take off running across the bank. Like, now mind you, we're on land. Like,
Well,
it's dry. I stepped out in ankle-high boots and never got wet.
Well, see, when we were turning, the boat's turning, but the second you let off that throttle, it just stuck.
Yes.
It stopped. So the momentum just kind of slung you out.
Yes. So, like, it was either run or eat it really, really bad. So I just took off running until I could catch myself. Like, I almost went into the lake. Like we were, I'm going to say the front of the boat was 2 feet away from being back in the water.
Yeah.
So now enlighten me on the start of this
So
domino
when I was
effect.
You want me
driving,
to tell my part of it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So you went to whip it around real quick,
Yeah.
obviously, and kind of threw me a little bit in the Harley.
A little bit into Harley.
A lot in the Harley.
So you weren't ready. You fell into Harley.
Yep.
Harley fell into me.
that's what caused it.
I let out of it, and then we're stuck.
He was already kind of falling there.
Well, so that part of it's kind of cool. Now, a little bit of backstory. This is the 3rd trip on this lake, 2nd bow fishing trip with the airboat. This is not a lake where airboats are prevalent. So there's only been a handful of them on the lake over the years that I'm aware of. And so the people on the lake, now, all fairness, we were fishing the same spots 15 years ago, and there wasn't a house anywhere.
No.
You were just up there by yourself.
Yep.
It was no big deal. Now there's houses everywhere. So we've got this 21-foot stuck.
In the middle of this valley. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a valley, so you know that sucker wide open throttle.
Yeah,
2
it's-
minutes straight.
Yeah, it's like a big old holler,
Yep.
and it will not budge straight forward.
No. It
So
won't budge at all.
we're having to walk the dog, wag its tail, and get it to move. It'll move a little bit if you just going back and forth, full left, full right. Well, in the midst of this, we're basically running wide open throttle for about 2 minutes. House lights start coming on.
Oh, I look up and I just see this house. Like every light is just flashing.
Yeah, and it's like, sorry about it. Don't know what you want us to do. There's no way that there's nothing to tie off to or do anything with or anything. So, I don't know. Maybe we need to put a winch on the boat and a T-post.
A winch and a T-post, I think, would be helpful.
I have a winch that we can mount, but we're going to have to figure out where.
You could put it on the top of that light box.
That'd be like right in the middle of the way. I mean, it would hold it. That light box is super
I don't
solid.
know if you don't just make a hookup for that winch to hook on, like a bracket the winch sits on, and then hook it on to your front hook of the airboat, and then be able to just extend the winch out so it's just kind of dangling.
It's also a 12,000-pound winch, so we might need to go with a little smaller one.
Well, I did see, I don't remember who made this airboat. It might have been a Phoenix, I'm not sure. But it had a hitch receiver in the front of it for that.
Yeah, like we've got a hitch receiver I mounted on my grinding head for the Bobcat for steep stuff, so you can slide a winch on it to pull yourself out with a hitch receiver.
Because when you get stuck on the airboat, you're stuck.
Yeah.
You get stuck with a Bobcat with a grinding head on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same level of stuck, if not worse.
Well, at least you're on land. Which I guess if you get stuck with an airboat, you're probably on land too. But
Yeah, but you ain't getting home.
no. So we should probably back up and punt on that, or at least think about it. It'd be worth having. The other thing that wouldn't be terrible and wouldn't have a whole lot of weight is just a little electric over hydraulic cylinder with a paddle on it that you could put in the back, like drop down, and just let it grab, run out something with you. I don't know, if you get 24 inches of stroke, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then just have it go in and out. Because even though you'd only be pushing yourself 2 feet at a time, that would be potentially enough to break you loose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What other... Oh, then there was one night we were fishing up in Cozy Cove, and we were in that little... it was stupid shallow on both sides of us, and we're in a channel.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Up
this.
through there. And I don't know what I did, but I had...
This is our week of chaos.
Well, yeah, I had
bow fished every single night that week.
Yeah, and I had my phone in my pocket, like on some cargo shorts. And I don't know if I squatted down or stepped up or what, but my phone went kerplunk right into the lake. And dude, it was like 4 foot deep where it hit the water. And I was like, I had to find it with my toes.
After you got down to your underwear to get it.
Yeah, and they got wet. It was deep. Bad.
That year was crazy because it would rain during the day. Do you remember this?
Yeah, it would rain during the day and then the night would be fine.
Yeah, and we fished every single night, and it wasn't muddy, which is weird for
but we
our lakes.
didn't go like you go to the south, which is our lake runs from south to north, and so if you go to the south end of the lake where the headwaters are, those big flats up there, they get muddy pretty easy. Like we always joke around and say you could take a piss in the lake and it'd get muddy.
Yep.
So, what other good ones do we have? I remember one night, Joe got into that moonshine before we went, and it was cold. It was winter time. It was snowing. Yeah, snow is on the deck. We're in the fan boat. And we were trying so hard. We rocked that 1860 as hard as we could rock it, trying to get something to come over.
He passed out on the floor.
We were trying to get water to come over the side to wet him. And
me and you were running back and forth across the deck.
Yes, and we could not. We tried as hard as we could, and we could not get it to cut loose, or like get water to come over the side. So, I mean, that's a testament. 1860 Sea Ark, pretty solid boat.
So I was telling Connor yesterday, the smallest bow fishing boat I would go would be an 1860.
I agree.
They're about the perfect size.
Dad, how many
Which,
feet is 60
I don't
inches?
know. I was really satisfied. If I was going to do an all-around boat, I don't know. I won't even say that. I don't know. I really liked, for a trolling rig, that Stinger was nice, the 175.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Because the way that all the compartments laid out, the entire boat was basically deck.
Mm-hmm.
And then with like that little cooler fit in the floor. It had front and rear live wells that you could use as fish barrels. Because they were, I don't know, probably 40 gallons a piece, 30.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty good size. So you could use those for fish barrels. And then it was a side console, so you had a catwalk basically on one side all the way to the back. So it was no sweat to walk basically anywhere you wanted to on
That
the
was a
boat.
good sized boat. There was nothing wrong with it. The only thing, if I had to pick one thing, is I think it was a little underpowered.
I agree. That 90 was not enough for it.
It took forever to get on planes sometimes.
Yes. I think you'd be better off to go
No,
with
wasn't that a 60 on it?
Yeah, actually, you're right. It was a 60. And the 195s, I think, have 90 or 150 on them. I can't remember. But Lowe makes a Stinger 195, which is the same boat, but it's 19 and a half feet long. And I think that would serve the purpose better. But as far as handling well, it handled really well. And it was like, I don't know, it fished well for a troller rig.
Oh, it was a good boat.
Like it fished really well, and it was dependable. I mean, it never left us stranded. So, I'll call that a win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Well, we got any other good stories?
My boat's never left me stranded until the last trip I took it on.
How'd you end up getting back?
Just idle, basically.
Yeah, the motor was so bad, it's the equivalent
It was
of
only running on 3 cylinders.
Car was jacked up, or do you know?
No, it was one of the control boards. There's like, I don't know exactly what they're called, but there's 2 of them.
Uh-huh.
One controls 3 cylinders on one side, one controls the other 3.
You just weren't getting fire?
One of
Dad,
them,
you got any
it burns
Gunnersville
up.
stories?
Gunnersville stories?
Yeah, you got any Gunnersville stories?
I do. We won one of the hourly weigh-ins at the all-out carp out.
Yeah, won $750 off that.
What was that, like 20 2017. Is that right?
2016, 2017. It was the last year that they had all that carp out. They only had it 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was 15 and 16 they had it or 16 and 17.
What was that guy's name? Brian something.
Brian Hughes.
Brian Hughes.
He
What?
had-
Did he just get out of it altogether?
I don't know what happened. I think something happened with all that.
He
Just don't know
disappeared.
exactly what happened.
I don't know. He just kind of fell off the plane. Which, it's a ton of work, too. Putting on tournaments like that. God bless those guys that put on the big tournaments.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
like Alan Yater. That dude, he's been doing it for so long. He was a legend whenever I first discovered bow fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just need to sell all of our stuff and move. Go down the swamp. What do you think?
You know, that's where the best bow fishing is?
Yeah.
I don't disagree. It's either that or Kentucky.
I've been to both. They're both good. But it's just so hard to beat the swamp. And you can being able to shoot game fish in Louisiana is just awesome. It's just cool. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if a bad central hub wouldn't be somewhere around Arkansas, Missouri, because you're not unrealistically far from Kentucky. You can shoot straight down. Like, you're pretty central.
Yeah, but those lake, I mean,
That's another
Yeah.
thing, dude. We're going to have to start doing some East Scout.
you get far enough south. Oklahoma is probably the sweet spot, because then you got Alabama, Arkansas, Missouri, Texas, Tennessee. Tennessee's a little further. I mean,
Yeah, you got to go through Arkansas.
yeah, Tennessee's kind of, you pass a bunch of good fishing. Going in, I don't know that I'd go to Tennessee.
It's not me.
You can still make the run to Kentucky.
Don't you lie.
Dude, who was that?
I swear I did not.
It was him. It smells the same as earlier.
you know his brand?
Holy
God.
moly, dude.
That's disgusting.
What is wrong with AJ? You need to Clorox your kid before you let him in the house.
Wow.
Yeah, you need
That's impressively disgusting.
You need to take a parasite cleanse or something, dude.
What did you eat?
I just had some beef jerky.
Shoot.
No more jerky.
Did you find it underneath the couch?
It smells like you've been eating pickled eggs.
Golly.
Ooh, smells like he
Pure
dang drug
rot.
something off the road and then jerkied it.
Pure rot.
Cool.
I don't think I've had
Did
today.
you make jerky out of some of the carp we shot the other night?
How much did that carp that we shot for that hourly weigh-in weigh?
27?
That's 2 pounds
27
bigger than that
Yeah,
one
because I feel like, if I remember right, like 32 pounds won the tournament.
What's crazy about that?
Like first, second, and third place were all within like a couple ounces of each other.
What's crazy about that carp that we won that money off of is another boat drove over top of that. So we were in this cove. We were going down the left bank, and they were going down the right bank. Once we got to the end, we came out. They went in between us. Like, we basically swapped banks. And then 40 yards later, there was a brush pile.
Just sitting there.
And he was laying in that brush pile. They had to drive right over top of it.
Yeah, it was a big one. We were so, like, I didn't realize how little we knew at
Looking
that.
back, we didn't know much about bow fishing
No.
at that point. Well, it took me years to realize, just looking back at old photos, that about that first grass carp I shot in Notley. I didn't know it was a grass carp way back then when I shot it.
Yeah, and then we also thought that one was like demented. First time we saw a mirror carp.
Yep.
That was a thing.
Yep.
And then I don't even know. I haven't seen any bowfin in years. Have you?
Only in Gunnersville.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever seen one in Cherry.
I haven't seen one anywhere but Gunnersville.
Dad, I don't know if I told you the other night. I think I did, but I saw a carp. I missed it, but it kind of looks like a dang butterfly. Like it's.
I remember you saying that.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. Have you ever shot one like that?
No, I've seen pictures of them though.
It was like
Well,
weird.
that last trip that we did, that's gonna make it to the YouTube channel production. That was awesome, and
That
we ended up. Well, Connor's camera died, and
He got most of the action in it though.
well, he got a lot of it, but he missed that one. You shot that like koi hybrid thing.
Oh, Peyton shot a solid goldfish,
Yep.
and then a few minutes later, I shot a gold and black fish.
Yeah.
What end of the lake were y'all on?
Not like
Dude, we can't tell you all that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just wondering if it's one of those ones that's down in the marina that looks like a koi.
No.
No.
That's Marina.
We were not there.
shoot, it was that.
I'll tell you without telling you. We were pretty close to where my pad is.
Oh, okay.
Just to like
Yeah, there
kind
you
of
go.
tell you, we were in the lake beside Orlando, Florida. If that makes any sense.
So, but it was good. And then,
Dude, it seemed like those last 4 fish to get to 100
The-
took forever.
those last 4 fish took forever. But, that being said, we were not in, like,
No,
we were not in a good spot.
No, we were just riding bank at that point, just trying to get 4 more.
That one
Yeah.
spot we just sat in and turned it off. That's a pretty good spot.
What was wild to me is that stuff we went waited the other night, the night after y'all went. He's like, you can get up in there with the airboat a good little ways, and I guess you could technically run all the way up, but it wouldn't like, there's some trees and stuff that I don't think you'd really want to, that it was just absolutely insane how many hundreds and hundreds of fish were pulled up and stuff that was like ankle deep, like backs out of the water
That
for a
that's
100-yard
exactly
stretch.
That's what we were shooting at.
that's exactly how we killed all those other ones.
Yeah, I mean, we
Not all
literally-
of them, but the majority. We were putting 4 in the boat at a time.
We literally we had some like coon hunting lines because they
That
were
fish
private.
barrel looked like a burn barrel in Atlanta with all the homeless people around it.
But we had
Every time I turn around to go to the fish barrel, there's 3 or 4 people.
we
standing
shot like
at it.
85 in 3 hours, and I wasn't really going for numbers at first because they're like for Notley there were some decent sized fish in it, so I was like, oh, I'll just try and poke around, shoot some of these, have some fun, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. But
We
between
weren't
two
shooting
boats-
anything of any size.
No.
I'd say the biggest one we shot probably still wouldn't make 10 pounds.
No.
I think we shot a couple that were like, again, this is not big, like 10 to 15. We shot some that were like pushing that 15 range. So I was like,
Not,
shit, what's this doing up here? Like, I was kind of like, this don't belong.
not trying to brag or anything, but I'm kind of bragging. I shot like 5 or 6 20-pounders.
Not on Notley.
Yeah, but that's on
That-
Chickamauga.
yeah,
That's,
that's Chickamauga.
totally different.
That's a chick.
Doesn't even count. Notley and multiple 20-pounders, whatever. Yeah, that's not a sentence.
That reminds me of him saying that. Reminds me of what he told Harley the other night.
What I tell Harley?
Connor was like, Harley, you're getting pretty good. Almost as good as me.
I still got tickled whenever. Was it Patrick who was up there when he's like, "All right, let's go, Brandon."
That was Connor.
I know. Who'd he say it to though?
Connor.
Oh, yes. Oh, it was the other Connor. Yes, Big Connor. Which is kind of funny because,
And he said it in that same tone of the "Let's go, Brandon" thing.
oh yeah, it's like, all right, let's go, Brandon.
Well, we're out there.
Yeah.
Dad, you got any Gunnersville, Chickamauga stories?
know based off of what I've seen, if I wanted to shoot some Magnum catfish, I know I'd be doing it in early April.
Oh, for sure, dude. They were everywhere.
I'd never seen anything like it. We saw, no joke, we saw a 25-pound plus catfish probably every 200 or 300 yards.
Sure.
And we fished like 32 miles.
Before we got on your boat that first night, dude, it's like we'd see 2, 3 of them together. They're just everywhere.
Right. It was just one after another.
Mm-hmm.
I hate those rumble strips.
Yeah. I can't believe that old Jenny just did that to us.
It screwed the pooch, bud. But who knows? Maybe it was for a good reason.
Hey, yeah, it was windy. You could have got sketchy out there.
Could have. But I'd much rather... we should look at it and see what happened.
Yeah.
But as soon as that thing turned on the way it was...
Oh, gotcha.
Something either came all the way... Did you shut it off, Patrick? Or did it die?
No, it died.
It decided to shut itself off.
Yeah.
Had that auto off.
Yeah, that oil switch. It must have not slung her on because it ran.
Something's busted on it. You don't get that much metal shavings.
Oh, yeah, something catastrophic
it
definitely happened.
It looks like I got like half a cup of oil and dumped it on top of the exhaust. I don't even know. It either shot it out of the exhaust or something slung it up over the exhaust.
Something definitely went bad wrong.
Airport Road and go back to that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we just came off pad fixing that, we're fixing that thing up on top of the tower.
The power bank.
Yep, I was walking back down the catwalk. She shut off.
I know one thing.
And then I seen smoke coming out from underneath the
Did
foot
you
stand.
change the oil on it, or did you just top it off?
No, I just topped it off. It was clean. It was clean, like brand new oil. He said he had just changed the oil in the generator and the airboat whenever we got it.
Did he give you any kind of maintenance schedule on that thing?
Yeah, he said it only had about 2 hours on it. And he said he typically changes it every 50. So
A few more trips.
Oh yeah. Well, and the thing is I'm tracking it on Onyx too, so that has all of our run time on the tracks. So keep up with it. I didn't pass it yet, did I?
No, you got a little ways.
It should be right down here on the right.
I know the old airport road all too well.
Familiarize with it.
Oh yeah, this is like the 3rd or 4th time I've drove up and down it in the last 5 days.
I gotta go pee really bad.
Just swing off. There's like a little bar and beer store right there when you get on airport. I just pull off there and
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
take a whiz. I need to as well. It'll be up on your right here shortly.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, it wouldn't be a bad move to call in up here on Highway 64. So if you come out of the airport road here
Somewhere
and
around
hang
here?
a right,
Yeah.
dude, that restaurant up there, they got a to-go window or to-go orders. Their wings, and they've got fried and whole shrimp and stuff, dude. That killer food.
Yeah.
We could call it in when we're leaving, and it would be ready to grab on the way up. Just a little food for thought there.
I got you. This place right here?
Yeah. As long as they're closed.
You pull right here and pee.
Yeah.
They are. There's another pull off right up here though. I thought.
Yeah, right up here on the right's where I saw all the crackheads hanging out, drinking Mad Dog and bootleggers. Like 2 in the morning. They're just sitting there like nothing else to
A
do.
weird spot to hang out.
Yeah, right there where that like oil leak or whatever it was. They're just chilling out.
Nothing. You been hanging out with the crackheads?
Nah, I was on my way home. I was like,
They might not even be crackheads. Crackheads don't drink
dude,
much
when
beer,
they
do
saw
they?
my headlights, they all jumped
think they prefer something else.
in the car and then like spun tires and then up here at the intersection hooked off and I watched them park again and go back to drinking. It was the weirdest shit ever.
I'm trying to think. Another good bow fishing story. There's so many, but I don't know what the good ones are.
In about 1
Oh, I
mile,
mean,
turn left.
We need to ride up here and do some coyote hunting. My buddy bought this place up here on the left. It's like 120 acres or something.
Tennessee has, you can't night hunt.
Huh?
You can't hunt at night in Tennessee.
Really?
Yep.
For coyotes?
Yep. I mean, I think on private property you can
In
if you
about
get it
1 mile,
permitted,
turn left.
but it has to be permitted. It's really weird laws. Not really. The juice is not worth the squeeze whenever you can go shoot them in other places.
It's crazy. That's kind of like Illinois. There's a season for coyotes.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Overlaps with deer season. It runs a little bit longer. I think it's till like February, but I think it pretty much tracks small game. I might be wrong on that, but
Couldn't tell you. Never
That's-
hunted in Illinois.
that's roughly what I was told by Wesley because I wanted to go up to their lodge over the summertime when we were doing food plots, and he's like, you're not supposed to. He's like,
Gotcha.
don't, like we can't.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I thought that was pretty crappy.
Yeah, makes sense. So,
Yeah, where's that pull off you're talking about?
yeah, right? Not here. Not here. Fixing to just hit the ditch.
Four-way stop up here. You
This
could
is
jump
that
out.
boy's farm here on the left. Just pull off right here.
Whose farm?
One of my buddies from Blue Ridge. His name's Brett.
Which one?
On this left-hand side, just slide over.
The whole thing over here?
Yeah, right there. All that wood fenced area.
Right here. Pull right here.
Alright.
It's a road, but
Be fun.
I could also be.
let's bail out for a little.
Well, everybody
Quick little pee-pee.
find a nook or a cranny.
I broke my ankle.
My luck, a car will come by.
You good? Come in.
Dude, y'all must not have to go that bad. Y'all were all back in the truck before I I even got done peeing.
Oh, let me see.
What are you looking for?
I had my pistol sitting right
It's right
there.
here.
I said it right there.
Okay. I didn't know if you'd slid it out the door on accident, so I was looking for it. Slid it out my waistband for the ride home.
Little moth in there.
Trying to keep that thing on me when we go up there, them parking lots and stuff. That was weird last time we went when that truck was just sitting there parked with their headlights on, just pointed right at your truck, AJ. I was
Yeah.
like, this is odd. As soon as I opened your door, I took the gun out of the holster and set it in my lap, and I was like, just in case.
Never know. And that's why you don't mess with small white boys.
Oh yeah. I'm too skinny and too wore out to take an ass whooping from a crackhead. I'll just. I had $500 to spare on a Glock. Now, that is one thing. Is like the house has gotten a lot like.
I think
Cleaner, but the trade-off is everywhere that we got to camp and go and fish and do stuff growing up, like running up like towards the head of the lake or like these river channels, that there was no houses. You used to camp and stuff 10 years ago, nothing was there. 15 years ago, nothing was there. Now it's developed subdivisions, paved roads, and a house stacked one after another as tight as you can get them in.
I think there's more gar on Guntersville.
We got into them pretty heavy the other night.
Yeah, well, when the hydrilla's in there, you go north, there's way more gar.
I mean, we ran that one bank, we shoot like 4 of them?
Yeah, we had quite a few.
On that one, on like a 300-yard strip, we shot like 4 of them.
No, I mean, I've seen the gar like stack up where you're shooting, and it's. Remember the year that we had Hunter with us and we saw all those turtles, like thousands of those turtles.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal was with those turtles, but there were gar out the nose, dude. They were just sitting. I guess we were in that hydrilla and they just sat right on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Every gar you shot at was 2 foot off the boat or right on top. I mean, they were just floating and rolling. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, there is probably more in Guntersville.
I mean, I've never seen anything come even close to that there. Which Guntersville has a lot more hydrilla, which I feel like is a better option.
It's frustrating sometimes.
We need to go run Watts Bar sometime.
Yeah, I've heard that they have a lot of gar.
Where's that?
North of Chick.
Up
the next dam
near
up.
Sweetwater, right?
Yeah, it's I
I think it's
don't
near
know.
Sweetwater.
It may be. It's the next dam up. It's probably an hour.
I've
Another
gone
hour?
fishing on Watts Bar. I've not, gone bow fishing. There were some decent flats and stuff we fished, but it was years ago.
I've heard that it was really good years ago. Maybe it still is. But as far as we're going to have to figure out, we're either going to have to switch species or figure out something for the Big 20. I don't think we're going to win the Dixie Classic with buffs. I don't know. It's going to be really, really tough to find.
Watch out for these deer right here.
Yeah. It's going to be really tough to find 20 big buffs.
Yeah, like weighable ones, I've seen one tonight. I've seen one that would be a good one.
Yeah, which now 1 and 2 hours, you can't really count it as the whole night, but we either need to figure out where them big ones are spawning or where they're going to be post spawn.
Well, you got to think of how many that area was.
But they were all dinks.
Yeah, it's because we were up in the shallow. If that would have been clear water, they could have been out there.
When I was
right
on
there in that middle.
the right
still can't
side,
shoot
when
'em.
we're
Yeah, still
to,
can't see them.
we got to find big fish in shallow water.
when we're coming out onto the main channel there,
That is going to be
There-
the main channel.
like before we hit the main channel, like where we ran the kicker boat
Yeah,
up
you
in
did
that
tell me
first
that-
column,
you told me
there
there
were
was a-
2 or 3 like really solid, like those were the biggest fish that I saw of the night was on that right side, and it was like one, we got another little ways down, another one, but it was like quick, they were right under the boat. Like I looked down, I was like, before I could even say anything, it's like gone.
So what do we do? Just fish the main channel like we did last time? on the kicker boat.
We need one more. We need another scouting trip.
What I'd like to have is clear enough water that we could just sit in the seats and just run.
Yeah.
That'd be handy. Because the way that it is now, you got to get on the front. I mean, you can forget seeing them if you're not on the front. So, there's that.
And as many are stacked in there, while they're still stacked up on those mud flats, I think it's pretty well almost shot to even run up in them because you can't.
Well, we're what, 3 weeks away from the tournament?
I mean, they should be done by then, I would think, or close.
I don't know because the water's still coming up. It's still like stupid low. Like it's not even up. Like where we were at, it's just now starting to get into the grass. And if it doesn't rain or they don't bring it on up fast, like the spawn could linger all the way till the tournament. Pretty easy.
Then you can see some weight.
Yeah.
Be a lot of fish.
Connor, we're gonna have to teach you and Samuel, or let you and Samuel run the scale and figure out a way to tag. Oh my god. Things drive me nuts.
I need a new scale.
What?
Mine's
Fish
be a
locations?
Improved one, but I need another one.
Like tag what you shot and where?
Yeah, so
Just drop a point on it as a pin is a different color and label it fish
I think
name.
he's talking
and
about a
poundage.
control
No.
system.
yeah, we need a call system so we know, because we're responsible for having the 20 heaviest fish.
I've seen some people sticky note them.
Yeah, we could do that, or I mean, they have like the color coded
Tag?
tags. They tag bass with them for tournaments. So my thought is we take that red scale, hang it on the tower
Yep.
right there, so you can just hook the fish, like just leave it zeroed out. We'll just put an eye bolt in it and have it where it's fixed to the tower. So then you're not hunting it or anything like that. Even if we can do one or two ways. We can either use the little hook that's on it, which is kind of aggravating, or we can hook the fish grips to it and zero it out. Which I feel like it's probably just as easy to hang the gill plate
And take the medicine.
or put a bigger hook on it or whatever. But we definitely need some kind of a cull system. And then if we get weights so we can just weigh them as they go in, and then we just need to figure out like we basically need to keep our smallest fish, like our lightest fish in a different, like throw heavy fish in a barrel, and then rotate. Once we have 20, we just rotate them out with and take the lightest, like we keep the lightest fish on top of the barrel or in a different barrel or something to that effect, you know what I mean?
Dad, I got 3 or 4 people just from that post already. They want to buy girls.
There you go, buddy.
Where'd it go?
Well, you could just like on notes or on notepad or something, or like a little tiny whiteboard. You could magnet on. Well,
It's not so much that as it is knowing which fish weighs what.
Well, what I'm getting at is once you get like 20 decent fish or whatever, if you go over your 20 fish, it's like, okay, don't throw anything in this barrel unless it weighs at least this, like this much or more than this.
Right. That's what.
And then that way, yeah, you got to sort back through the barrel, but you know what your minimum weight was. And then, like, once you get a fish bigger than your minimum weight, scratch that number off, and then the next lowest number is your new minimum for throwing a fish in that said barrel again. And yeah, you'll probably end up with more than 20 fish in that barrel, but it's a lot easier to sort through when you're getting heavier and heavier averaged up.
I'd almost get an analog scale, so when you throw them in the barrel, you just have your total weight.
Oh, zero the barrel out on top of it?
Yeah.
So, Dad, your biggest fish is 48 pounds.
48-pound buffalo.
So, Peyton, what's your biggest fish?
Oh gosh.
See, there was a time where
I don't know.
that crane scale that I had gone that we took to check last time. When I first got it, I weighed like every decent fish.
Yeah, I can't believe we went up there without a scale on the boat. We won't do that again.
Oh, that crane scale that I have, it don't work now for some reason, even though I just changed the batteries. But it is a BAA one where you can, I they'll accept it for the records and stuff.
Oh, we should do that.
I'm gonna have to order another one.
By the way, for the Worlds, the boys have to be BAA members too.
The kids do?
Yep.
What do you have to be a member of?
The BAA.
I thought it was just one person on the team.
Nope.
DEA.
Everybody, including kids. I read the rules.
Okay.
What's a DEA?
BAA,
Oh,
Bowfishing Association of America.
Shoot, I'll join that.
Yeah. I did the platinum membership or whatever. It's like $50. They have their regular membership that's $25.
Good thing I'm making crosses. I'll be able to afford this stuff.
Yeah.
2 times 5.
Oh,
And-
man.
And this might be, because I'm not fishing with y'all in Dixie, and this might be a bad idea, good idea, but just food for thought with time and the amount of times being able to come up here is might just have to have a night that you bring 2 boats up and somebody goes north and somebody goes south and just kind of feel it out on the same night as to what's going on up here and what's going on up down there on the same
that would be-
conditions.
Yeah.
That would be hard to do
Because you can't get in the
with
same
me
places.
and you on the same boat.
Yeah.
Because you put
People who don't
people
know.
that, yes, they're not gonna
Like I
pick
said, it was-
up on the.
It was a food for thought.
No, it's a
thing.
great idea, but I think me and Peyton would have to be on different boats.
The only, well,
Yeah, well, yeah, because y'all would be fishing together, and you're the only ones that know Chick decently well, you know.
the other thing about it, though, that's kind of true and kind of not. So, Harley ran Chick with us for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have a pretty good idea. I think it would be worth.
But is he gonna be like, okay, every trophy, every tournament, whatever fish I'm seeing on mud flats
No.
or in the back of coves?
But all he's got to do,
Or
all he has to do is mark them,
rock
and then we
points.
can go back and
Yeah, that's true.
look at
If
them.
it does enough research to cut a few hours off of time for y'all, that you can go run and hit the
Well,
same spots plus your own other
My
research.
thought was the channel. So if you're gonna run the kicker boat, just run the main river,
Yep.
because we had great success with that last time, or in early April. So that would at least tell us if we would have success with it this time of year or not. Which, I mean, definitely maybe. I'm not sure. Typically we always run the shallows and the flats and try to get up in there where they're at, but the answer is cover water. Where we went today is not it.
Not for tournament fish.
No.
If you just want to go have fun and shoot a boatload of fish, we could have done that.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just park in the grass.
But that very first spot where we got several fish, we could have sat there.
Yeah, we basically shot all those fish out of one hole.
Yeah, most of them.
So, I mean, it's definitely doable as far as having a good time. But I think we need to cover water. and a lot of it.
Well, who can run the other boat?
Well, Harley and Cooper and Patrick can jump on it, and we can take the boys on their boat.
Have you asked them if they wanted to enter the tournament on the other boat?
No, because they're all going to be on our boat.
How many people is in the tournament?
Me, you, Cooper, and Harley.
Okay.
Unless somebody flakes.
So, Dad, am I not also helping you guys with the Dixie Classic?
No, I think yours is Worlds.
So I'm helping with Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's the Dixie Classic?
June 5th.
The one you're coming on, Con's the big one.
I've never been on a tournament, so I'd like one now.
Why not start with the Worlds tournament?
That sounds like a great idea.
I mean,
That way you can tell people first tournament your shot was the big one.
Biggest one. Yeah, so.
I don't know. You have to, I think in order to be competitive, you have to have 4 strong shooters. In order to be competitive in numbers, you have to have 4 strong shooters.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we at least have 2.
I think my idea of strong shooter and your idea of strong shooter is a little bit different. Just a little bit.
What do you mean, accuracy-wise?
Yeah, like getting fish in the boat wise. Like, you gotta figure, you gotta shoot, like, everybody has to shoot a fish, like, once every 60 seconds.
Every 60 seconds.
So you gotta get planted in a hole, like we were, where there's just constantly fish. So you gotta pick. You gotta go for one or the other.
You gotta think, just there for a few minutes till we were in that flat. Me and Peyton put several in the boat.
Right.
And the boat never even had to move.
And we were just having fun. We weren't exactly bearing down.
No.
Whenever we're dialed, we do okay.
So, where's the U.S. or the World's?
Arkansas. Yep. The World's is in Arkansas.
Do they have the buffalo and armor and stuff?
No, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where we're going to go is going to be the hard part.
Yeah, we'll have to start doing a little Google Earth.
We might have to go.
Google Earth, Navionics, Onyx, all the above. I really think the key, or one of the main keys, is going to be, one, we got to get there early. Because you launch in order of your, like, so it's zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, whatever, right? And then you get to leave, like, the order you leave out of your zone is the order, like, the time you get there.
Yeah, so we need to get there early.
Yeah, which we're going to be there early anyways, so we'll already be there, which so will a bunch of other people.
So, what are the zones for?
That's just how you get to leave, because you have to, when you have that many people trying to leave and all go to the same kind of spots, you have to do it in a safe manner. You can't have people racing out of the parking lot. So my assumption is whenever you pull up, we're gonna be like, hey, we're zone 2. They're gonna say, okay, pull over here, and then we'll probably park, like, circle around and park. That way, all the trucks are already in a line, and then everybody will just pull out.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's how it's going to work. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
Like 5 nights in a row is going to give you more accurate data than 5 nights spaced out over 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, and then I don't know. We're just going to have to put miles on the water.
That's all you can do.
So when are we going to run back up there?
I don't know. What do you think about the other boat going too?
See y'all tomorrow night.
That sounds like a great idea.
Tomorrow night's going to be hard for me.
No, I was just kidding.
We can go. Jackie said he thought he could have the generator here by like Thursday. Which that other one might run these lights. I don't know.
I just don't know how many watts these are.
I throw in $17 in gas
We
money.
can find out because that inverter will tell us how many it's pulling.
Oh, okay.
So
So there's always a deer out there.
not always, but often. They bed down right there.
Very often.
Baby up.
Well, there went something on the floor.
Oh, dude, the other night on the way home,
Uh-huh.
did you see that deer in the middle of the median? I almost creamed it.
Yeah, I honked the horn at it.
Connor was like, watch out for that deer. And I was like, oh, it's going to go back across the four-way. No big deal. Nope. It darted out right in front of me.
I saw you slow way down. Did you hear me honk?
And then I swerved into the lane because I almost hit it.
Did you hear me honk at it or no?
Nuh-uh.
Tripod sitting here to give you a warm welcome home.
Warm welcome home.
Boys, we have made it.
Well,
All in one night.
how do we want to close out the podcast?
Well, you got a lot of stuff to listen to and cut out. And
Oh no,
Yeah.
we're gonna raw dog it.
dog
You
it?
probably need to cut out about half of what I said. Realistically, I forgot we had microphones for about a quarter of this.
Well,
Oh, there ain't no telling what we said on the boat. Because I did forget about it on the boat. For sure.
well, I have good news. The mic's cut off and quit recording.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so
How'd you know that?
because I checked the thing, I don't know why it kept going off. Evidently, if you don't leave this open, it cuts off.
Oh.
Right.
And for the end of podcast 1, we've made it back.
This is podcast 1, but this is gonna go on the 706 Armory podcast, so this will be like, I don't know, episode number 8 or 9, probably. I've got several of them archived that are.
So you don't even know what's on there.
Slaughter you.
706 Armory, Airboat Diaries.
Airboat Diaries. That's
Diaries
what-
of an airboat.
That's what we'll do. We'll call it.
Or you can call it the Airboat Manifesto.
No, I like the Airboat Diaries. We'll just label the playlist as 706 Armory Airboat Diaries. Peace out.
Peace.